Are you feeling more relaxed now after after the audio fiasco,
Di ba
the
it's my
vid,
turn?
huh?
It's my turn. Nakadalawang question ka na eh.
Ganun. Grabe naman.
Grabe naman. Kasi markahan ko yung isang question pa lang yung namamarkahan ko eh.
Oh, sige, sige, sige. Sige.
Mag-welcome back ba tayo o hindi muna?
Hindi na, dire-diretso na. Magigets na nila yung dire-diretso tayo.
Okay, so
Okay.
it's your turn.
Oh my goodness. Parang ano lang ah.
Para tong pageant eh. No?
Uh, question and answer. Ooh, I can feel it.
Okay, Miss Canada.
Ang layo eh, no? Ang layo eh.
Okay, so
Okay.
here's the question.
Okay.
What's something you
Hmm.
wish more people understood about you and your
Ooh.
journey?
That it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. I mean, can you imagine moving to a totally different country alone and you gotta thrive. Like you really like any job that you could find. I mean,
Mm.
you would have to go through those challenges, and not all the time. It's a happy endeavor, you know. Hindi ganun kadali. It's not like I would honestly I would hop from one job to another. It's because ang ano lang doon, ang bottom line is I do not leave the job. I leave the people. Okay.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
matter what kind of job you're hanging on to, as long as you work with good people, good-hearted people, joyful people, then that's all that matters. That job, kahit nagka-cashier ka dyan, kahit nasa fast food ka dyan, whatever it is, as long as there is this happy
Environment.
camaraderie between you and your colleagues,
Yeah.
then pretty sure you would stick around longer. But then most of the time kasi you'd be so lucky kung ang mahanap mong trabaho is mababait yung mga kasama mo, masayahin yung mga kasama mo. Kasi tayo mga Pilipino, masayahin tayo. We're joyful people.
Yes.
Right? We're joyful people. Kahit nagtatrabaho tayo, naghuhugas tayo ng plato dyan. I mean, we would sing, we
Always
would
smile.
hum, you know. So, and then you have a coworker na, alam mo yun, yung negative energy, bad vibes, na parang, I'm not even doing anything to you. Bakit ba parang ganyan ka? I mean,
Yeah.
are you like discriminating against me just because I'm Filipino, or what is it? What is it? What is it about me? Like I'm here. I'm just working, right? Like
Yeah, actually,
I'm
kahit
making.
mapasok ka lang sa isang store or isang restaurant tapos hindi nag-smile yung mga staff or yung mga workers,
Yeah,
you would
yeah,
not feel welcome. So what more kung ang katrabaho mo everyday nakikita mo gano'n na,
yeah,
they're
'di ba? And
doing
you know
their
what? Ang ano doon kasi, say for example, say like I understand na naiintindihan ko yung mga employees na say for example you walk into, just like what we've talked about the other day, you walk into a convenience store, a fast food place or a retail store, and then yung cashier hindi maganda ang mood. I would understand that. Kasi, kasi before ka dumating, meron ng hindi magandang energy na naapektuhan siya. So
Mhm.
you gotta understand that as well, because sometimes I'm like that, but then you need to have a great sense of self-awareness. Now, this person absolutely has nothing to do as to what has just happened, previously.
Yeah.
You know what I
Kasi
mean?
mood is contagious.
Mood
Di
is
ba?
contagious. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it produces energy
Yeah.
that it makes us feel something.
Yeah.
So, like, can you imagine? you wake up in the morning and then you get ready for work and you're so excited and you have all this enthusiasm to get to work. It's not about work really that you want to get to. It's not about the work. It's about the people that you work with. You're
Yes.
excited to be there. It's because you
Mm.
have good people around you.
Yeah.
And rarely you would find these good people anywhere else, right? So I think yun ang problema dito sa West. Yun ang
Mm.
problema dito. It's because kasi not, they promote diversity, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm all for that. But, sometimes kasi na merong personality clashes, merong culture clashes, merong mga ganun. But the main point is you need to integrate, you need to know how to assimilate, i-adapt mo yun. You have to be adaptable sa
Mhm.
environment mo, not
Yeah.
like na parang, 'di ba? But
Pero
then,
actually,
yeah,
tayo namang mga Filipino, we're very, adaptive and flexible sa,
yeah. And
uh,
we are peaceful people.
yes.
We're peaceful people, we're
We're
joyful
happy
people.
people.
Yeah, exactly. We work hard and alam mo yung madali tayong maka-adapt ng culture. you know kasi not primarily because of the colonial mentality that we've always had growing up. It's not because of that, but it's because it's an innate nature. Like, oh, hey, like we're here, we need to integrate, we need to also like practice the culture. Like, say for example, if it's Canada Day, Filipinos also celebrate Canada Day. If it's Thanksgiving, Filipinos will celebrate Thanksgiving. Same sa kung saan dyan sa inyo sa Germany, is the same thing, right? So yeah, it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. Kung sinasabi nila na, oh my God, nandiyan ka na. Alam mo na, mga katropa sa Pilipinas, pag mag-message, di ba? Parang feeling nila you're on top of the world, you're this, you're that, you're rich or whatever. No, they don't have any idea kung paano tayo nakaka-survive sa
Yeah.
ibang bansa. 'Di ba? There are a lot of factors in order for us to make it.
Mm.
And every day is like a game of how am I gonna make it through this day? How am I gonna get through this day? But yeah, it's
May follow-up question ako kasi we're talking about, starting over in a different country. And, ako din, di ba? So, I'm here in Germany, so I did
mm,
start in another
mm,
country.
yeah.
Um, if there is a piece of advice, a very important piece of advice na pwede mong ibigay doon sa mga nagpaplano din na, leave Philippines and start
Mm.
over somewhere else, what do you think it would be? In a sense na, like, of course, meron kang pinanghawakan sa'yo, sa sarili mo, kung bakit nakasurvive ka and you thrive there in Canada. So, sa mga iba na, they're planning and, they really have no idea how to start over in a different country, what can you tell them?
Be prepared to have alam mo yung the thing that I can be really proud of sa sarili ko is because na-prove ko talaga yung strength and courage ko. I mean, it is like immeasurably, immeasurably. Hindi na ngayon, alam mo yon, yung nothing would trample me down anymore. It's because kasi sa lahat ng napagdaanan ko. So what I would like to tell them is, number one, kasi you need to have faith. Okay. I know it's a broad topic, but you know the you, yung feeling that everything is already falling apart, and it's like you're so scared, you're
Yeah.
worried,
So
you
at
you
that
gotta.
moment, ano yung nakatulong sa'yo, just, to hold on. Yun yung, yung actually yung gusto kong i-point out. Ano yung naging, anong tawag dito? Parang sandalan mo, like, or you're something like, let's say, parang yung wand na,
Mm,
or,
yeah, like,
na,
yeah. My magic wand really is the inner knowing that I'm going to be okay. Just the inner knowing and that peace inside of me, assuring me or reassuring me that, hey, you're going to be fine. And then once I have that thinking, in not just in my head, but my intuition would tell me that, why, how come you're feeling calm and you're so at peace, regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of what you're going through. It's the inner knowing that I carry along with me that would help me get through any challenges. Just the inner knowing alone. And then it would make me feel, alam mo yun, yung lighter na, and then all of a sudden you get all these opportunities, left and right. And because having that inner knowing, I don't know, for some reason, like it kind of transpires right through you. And then there's this beautiful magnetic field parang energy na para bang the universe is like, hey, here it is.
yeah.
Here it is. Here's for you, Congratulations for trusting me. So
Mhm.
just that inner knowing that you're going to be okay. And of course, along with that is the power of prayers. The power of prayers, really, you cannot disregard that. You can't. You gotta have that. And you need to know how to pray, like really truly,
Yes.
because people, yeah, I pray, blah, blah, whatever, but actually they don't know how to pray. How to pray
Yeah.
is, you ignite that feeling inside of you, how you communicate with God, how you commune with the divine power. And once you know that key, and once you know how to do that, then you have that inner knowing that is being planted inside of you that cannot be taken away from you. And then all of a sudden, all these, like beautiful energies, and just but you feel abundant, you would even wonder, you would even shock yourself, amaze yourself, like, why is, everything falling apart like right around me, but I feel so calm and and at peace, and I just, surrender all these things to God, and to the divine power of the
Mhm.
universe, and
Yeah.
I know that it's going to be okay. That inner knowing, the power of that,
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, that would pull you through. Yeah.
Yeah. But was there ever a time na nasa lowest point ka? Of course, at the start, nung nandiyan ka sa pagdating mo diyan sa Canada. So, during
Yes.
was there a time na, at your lowest point, na you thought about going back to the Philippines?
Yes. Yes. But I don't know if I have already told you this story. Okay, but it's quite a personal story. Um okay, anyway, so I moved from Halifax to Edmonton, because she would keep on insisting, like, hey, you gotta move here, you gotta move here, you gotta move to Alberta. And so then I did. And so I took the Greyhound bus from the East Coast all the way here, dito sa Alberta, and it took me 4 days. Okay, 4 days
Days.
on 4 days a Greyhound bus.
Mahaba pa yan kesa dun sa travel ko sa Australia, 2 days.
Yeah. Kasi nung time na yun, meron pang ano Greyhound bus nung time na yun. So anyway, I got here and then from Edmonton, so I had to go to Grand Prairie kasi doon niya ako susunduin. And then so we met sa Grand Prairie and then we went to Peace River. We went
Mhm.
to, hindi, dumaan lang kami ng Peace River, but somewhere sa malapit sa Peace River yung ano niya, but oh my God, like I was exhausted. I was like, I felt completely dilapidated. I thought that, my God, this is the end of it, and I wanted to call Manang sa state, sa California, like, this is what's happening to me right now. Like, can you rescue me or something? But I never called anybody. I never told anybody about my situation. And I didn't have a lot of money. I only had like maybe $100, no. Yeah, like around $100 left. Kasi bumili pa ako ng tickets, 'di ba? Kumain din ako, like, also sa ano, kasi kaka-resign ko lang din nun sa pinagtatrabahuan ko dun sa hotel. And then, ang plano kasi, I would stay at her place, and then I would look for a job. I would get a job, and then I would share the place with her. But
Mhm.
she did not really tell me the whole picture kung ano yung pangyayari doon sa kanya, sa end niya. I didn't know. I had no idea. So basically, she was staying in a house. It was a house full of contract workers. So it was a house full of contract workers, and then nagtatrabaho sila doon sa isang inn.
Mhm.
And I didn't know na bawal pala magstay doon ang outsider na hindi nagtatrabaho sa inn, na hindi contract worker ng
And
company.
that friend did not inform you about that.
So no, she didn't. And then the third day, she told me to get the hell out.
Wow.
And then on top of this, so of course, like I didn't have any money. Oh my God, I'm like, I'd be homeless. And so I was, of course, like I was devastated, but I held myself together. And so, ang nangyari is,
Gave you the strength to keep yourself together during that time
I
kasi di
said to her, I said to her,
papanik yung
oh,
kung sino ba.
yeah, I said to her, okay, since you're kicking me out, like, then can I please just borrow a little bit of dough just so I could survive? And then, so she lent me $300. And then, bumalik ako dito sa Edmonton, not knowing where to go. Like seriously, not knowing where to go. But lucky enough though, na kasi pag dumating ka dito sa Canada as an immigrant, merong mga numbers na tatawagan just in case
Yeah.
you'd need help,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So then I called one of the numbers kasi by province yun kung sa anong province yun. So I called one of the numbers and then they were so kind. They took me doon sa shelter. Pagdating ko doon sa shelter, sabing ganun nung social worker, sabing ganun, "You do not belong here." Pagkita sa akin,
Why?
what are you doing here? You do not belong here. Kasi yung mga nakatira doon, mga, alam mo yun, yung mga, they're either stoned or yung mga tinutulungan nila. I mean, para mag-sober, para, they get their lives together and whatever. And so then, they accommodated me. And then, ang nangyari is, so I would roam around kasi malapit yun sa city center, sa downtown yun, malapit sa city center. The third day, this is what happened. I just knew in my heart that something good was going to happen. It didn't really bog me down na talaga, "Ooh," like, I just knew that something good was going to happen, and God was good. God was good. The third day, sabi ko nga, para akong si Jesus Christ. Kasi the third day, I rose again.
Yes.
The third
That
day, ang nangyari is I met these two wonderful elderly women sa park doon sa downtown. And then ang bait nila sa akin. And then they were asking me questions, so I told them about my situation, accidentally, just so they wouldn't, feel na parang, my God, this is weirding me out or something. So I told them. And then they took me doon sa city center. Dinala nila ako sa soup and sandwich place. And then mga regular customers pala sila doon. And then they talked to the owner. Sabi nila, oh, our friend needs a job. Like, do you have anything available? And so then I got a job on
on the spot.
that
Yeah.
same moment.
Yeah.
Exact moment I
Really.
got a job. And then after nung kumain na kami, so I was really grateful. And then wala na nga akong resume, wala akong mga kung ano-ano. That was actually my first job. And then after nun, gusto pa nila akong dalhin sa apartment nila, but then I said, no, like, you go right ahead.
Already done enough.
Yeah, so they gave me their phone number just in case, and I was thinking like I would definitely check on them, by the time I na settled in ako. And so then that afternoon, nag-hangout ako sa taas ng city center. And there was this Filipino girl na may kausap sa phone. So Tagalog naman siya. And then we just looked at each other, and then si Lynn yung pangalan niya. We looked at each other, and then and so we exchanged, stories, life stories. And then it turns out na galing taga Iloilo siya. Taga Iloilo din siya. And pumasok din siya sa San Agustin. So so I mean, can you imagine?
Coincidence, no? But there's
Oo,
no coincidence, but then it was
coincidence, grabe. And she was here as a caregiver.
that's the help that was sent to you.
Yeah, by God, like really, these people were angels. And then sabing ganon, so kasi nag-aano kami kung saan, where we would hang out or whatever. And then nakita niya yung sa mukha ko na, like I got like, wala diyan lang ako. And whatever. And then I told her about my situation, and what, she was so shocked. And she said, "No, you cannot stay there. You're a freaking immigrant, and you're this and that and blah, blah, blah. No, I know somebody who can help you." And then tinawagan niya sino nga ba yun? Nakalimutan ko na yung ang bait nung Filipina. So tinawagan, dati din siyang nakatira doon sa house na yun. So tinawagan niya yun, then sinabi niya yung situation ko. And then it turns out na yung Filipina na yun ay dati din nagvo-volunteer doon sa shelter na tinitirahan ko.
Wow,
Can
that's
you
the law of
imagine?
connectivity, you know?
Can you imagine? And then she was like, "No, okay." Sabi ko, "Ate, wala po akong pera, ganito, ganito, ganyan na." Wala kang bayaran mo na lang ako pag ano, pag okay ka na. Basta ganito yung address ko and blah, blah. And so then right away, sinamahan ako ni Lynn. Pumunta kami sa shelter. And then we grabbed my stuff, and then nagpaalam na ako doon. And of course, like the social workers there, they were very, they were excited. They were happy for me and, me getting my life together. And then we took a cab. Si Lynn pa ang nagbayad doon, papunta doon sa bahay ni ate. And
Yeah.
can you imagine, the third day I rose again, and they
Yes.
welcomed me in, and then they were just like, "Don't worry about the money. I mean, you just pay us back, once you're okay." Yun, don't. From then on, my life was okay. But just that inner knowing, though, like how powerful was that? Knowing that God and the angels would be there to pull you out of it.
Yeah, you
Can you
already
imagine?
knew what was meant for you. Yun eh.
Right?
Yeah.
Imagine how powerful that story was. I mean, can you
Yeah,
grabe.
it's a very, very wonderful story.
And you know what's so funny, Pierre? We've known each other for so many years, and this is the first time I've told you this
Yeah,
story.